Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to another episode in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So today we're here at Edinburgh Airport on stand 1 Alpha. We're going to have a walk out to the aircraft and get set up for our departure over to Jersey, not Belfast as I accidentally advertised. So we're back in the A319 again with EasyJet, and also we are on the VATSIM network as well. Grand is currently online. We did have Tower online when we first launched the sim, but seems to have gone offline for now. So what we'll do, we'll walk in and we'll go and get it all set up ready for our departure. Like I said, we're going to do a full departure video over to Jersey today, and we'll have a look at all the weather as we go across there as well. Go from there. So let's have a walk. Oh, hello, that definitely was not meant to happen. Occasionally with GSX it decides to throw you off the end. It's always when you live stream and it never does it any other time of the day. There we go, right, we're in. So what we'll do, we'll just pop the cabin lights on as well, so when we pop some power in the aircraft we'll get something out of it. We'll jump down the seat. My mate's already here somehow. I don't know how he must have been there all night. So I can click the right buttons, that is. So then what we will do is we'll get some power into the aircraft, get a couple of the batteries on, and sit ourselves on external power. So I hope everyone's well. Thank you very much for joining us. Feel free to give us a like, comment, subscribe, depending on what platform you're watching on. Got a few of you on YouTube and Twitch, and also a fair few of you on TikTok as well, so it's nice bit of a variation. So we'll pop some external power into the aircraft. Hopefully then all the lights will come on, and then we'll run through our overhead flows, get the IRSs all aligned, and then we'll get ourselves ready for our departure. Hopefully everything should present a little bit better today. We shouldn't have as many issues as we had yesterday. So we'll start off with the overhead. So crew oxygen supply wants to be on. Ground control, just test the cockpit voice recorder. And there we go. So IRSs, number 1 onto nav. Just give it a couple of seconds. On number 2 and then number 3. That will now go into alignment mode. It takes 7 minutes, generally speaking, once the Airbus has woke up and done all of its normal things. Isolation valve can be switched off because we've got no livestock on board today. We've got a smoke detector fault, but that's normal during the setup. What we'll do now, we'll just arm the emergency exit lights, and no smoking will get armed as well. Hey, that's how we're doing, mate. Obviously, feel free, if you've got any questions, any of you, pop them in the chat. So I've got both chat logs open, so I can see from virtually every platform. We'll turn off the fuel pumps. Sorry, turn on the fuel pumps. Yep, how are we doing, mate? Are you well? Just doing some uni work and going on VATSIM himself. Nice one. Yeah, that sounds a bit like my life recently. Uni work and flying. That's about my life, really. I've got some uni work to finish off, actually. That's my job after we've done our little flight today. So we're just going to test the AP5 button. So beep away. We might as well do the engine fire test whilst we're at it as well. What do you study then, Harry? Anything good, mate? So that is that all on. We'll leave the seatbelt signs off for the time being, just till we've had the aircraft fully fueled. So moving down, IRS's 7-minute alignment has started. We'll just move down here as well. We can check the crew oxygen supply. That's that all fine and done. Next thing we need to do is to get the weather radar and everything else switched on. So we've gone to system 1. The ground opportunity warning system is on. So similar to me then, mate. Similar sort of stuff. Not quite medical school as such, but similar line of work. So we can pop the TCAS onto TA mode. That's fine. We'll clear the squawk out because we're obviously going to have to pop our squawk in.
Think rate.
Let the GPWS run its test, and then what we'll do now is we can Well, it says I got a side 64. I don't know if any of you guys know how to get that fixed. I've tried like numerous ways to get it to fix, and it seems fine. When I actually use it, it's absolutely fine, but I'm not sure why it doesn't. So we'll import the Simbrief flight, and we can we'll commence boarding actually, because the time we've got the aircraft set up ready for departure, we will be about there. So don't need any of that. Oh, what have I just done? Don't know what I just pressed. Hopefully I didn't press anything too exciting. So boarding started. Bring up our flight plan for today's flight as well. So, as you can see here, we are at Edinburgh. Call sign today is EasyJet as usual. Going over to Jersey. We're in the Fenix A319 CFM56 variant. So we have an alternative airport of Gatwick primarily. So it did initially send us across to France, but we've changed that to back to the UK. So they're just getting the tug connected. Cost index today is really low at 10, cruise level of 370. Zero fuel weight of 55.4 tonnes. We've got a headwind of 14 knots today as well. What else can we see from this? So our trip fuel's 3 tonnes, but has a total fuel weight of 6.2 tonnes of fuel. So for our departure today, we're expecting runway 24, go Sam 1 Charlie Sid, and then off to Fenix, and the usual route out of Edinburgh, to be fair, if you followed the videos before. We're expecting runway 08 at Jersey, and it's going to be Lona 1 kilo arrival, and we've got 475 miles to run. So I'll have a quick look at the weather as well, if I can find the weather. Oh, there we go. I put weather list. So I did have a brief look at this. So the weather currently in Jersey, we have got showers and rain. Wind is 110 degrees at 11 knots, so not too bad, but it's a little bit gusty in places. 13 degrees Celsius. Clouds are scattered at 2,800 and broken at 4,500 feet. QNH 1016. Gatwick's is very similar, 13 degrees. QNH 1018. 2,500 feet scattered. Good visibility of 999, which they've all got. No rain reported there, so that's here at Edinburgh today. So 11 degrees, a little bit cooler. QNH 1019, scattered clouds at 4,100 feet, good visibility, and there we go. So it's becoming 246 knots. So that's pretty much our briefing for the start of the flight. So what we'll do is jump down to the MCDU and we'll get that all set up now. May just have a quick look at the ATS4 on VATSIM as well. I'll go from there. So, information Sierra's on board today. What else have we got here? Wind is 290 at 7 knots. Visibility is 10 kilometers. Scattered 4,200 feet, 11 degrees Celsius. QNH 1020. So we will get that 1020. So let's jump down to the MCDU, and then you guys can see both sides of this really. Actually, what's happened with regards to the image there, though? On that side, but apologies if you can only see half of the half of it. So we're getting a request on here. Just wait for that to catch itself up. Like I say, EZ197 is our call sign today. Cost index of 10,370 is our flight level, and I think it's minus 46 for our flex time. Dropo is 2881, and our ground temperature is 11 degrees Celsius at the moment. IRS is, I'll line them on the reference point. Block fuel today is, what is our block fuel? So block fuel today, we've already talked about this, but I can't remember, 6.2, basically 6.3. Zero fuel weight was 55.4. Let's have a quick look at our CG as well. and I can find it.
Hello.
We're on 27.
This way.
So it should give us a takeoff weight of 61.4 tons of fuel, so 61.5, and a landing weight of 58.4 I've got on here. 59, so it's run right. So trip wind, we've got a headwind of 14.
May I see your boarding
So it gives us an extra 19 minutes post going to our alternate destination. We have an extra 30 minutes of additional fuel as well. So flight time's 1 hour 15 minutes, 460 miles. So it may change a little bit when we put our routing in. So we're expecting a runway 24 departure today. Go Sun 1 Charlie.
Hello.
We'll insert that and then put our arrival. Expecting ILS 08
This way, please.
and a lower Lima 1 kilo.
Hello.
We'll just have a quick look on here on the plan just to make sure that looks okay.
In the front row or next to an exit, you must put all your bags in the overhead lockers. Smoking is not allowed
Hello.
at any time. This includes vapes and other
Hello.
e-cigarettes. The crew are in the cabin to help you.
That should be everything there all inserted. Wonderful. So IRS's alignment is pretty much complete. Have a quick look through here. I think most passengers are probably on board now. Get that shut out of the way. So next thing we need to do is look at our takeoff speeds, and we'll run that through the computer here and see how we get on. Hello peeps, how we doing? Hope everyone is well on this fine Sunday afternoon. So we're going to run our performance through on it. That's the plan. Seem to have a lot of issues. I don't know if this is something Phoenix have changed, but the weather information doesn't seem to sync since the update. So the last wind reported was 290 at 7. Temperature, I think it was 11 degrees, wasn't it? Yeah. QNH 1020. I don't know if that's just since, so packs off, how much would it be with packs on? Ah, so it's an extra knot. So yeah, we'll have a packs on departure today. Runway condition is dry. We could look at intersection data, but to be honest, we'll just go with the full length, I think. And we'll cheat and just send that straight over to the MCDU. So next thing we need to do is get our charts all up and ready. And then obviously we need to tune into the ground frequency 121755. We'll just get a quick radio check as well. It's definitely 121755. There we go. Edinburgh ground EasyJet requesting radio check, please.
EasyJet, Edinburgh ground, hello, readability 5.
5x5. There we go. So, he's reading me 5, I read him 5, that's all good. So, that's our ground chart for today. We will have a quick look at the start charts as well. Because I'll have our GoSum on our initial climb. So, initial climb 6,000 feet, so we'll get that plumbed in on here as well. And that's it, the aircraft's loaded, ready to go. So we'll leave the chart there, ready to go. Hopefully everything, performance is okay today. We shall go from there. So then we'll get our clearance. We'll just quickly run one of the checklists. So cockpit prep checklist, gear pins, covers removed, fuel quantity 6.2 tons, seat belts are now on. It is set to nav RF 1020. So then, let's get ourselves ready and get... I don't know why the landing light's on. Definitely shouldn't be on. No idea why the landing lights were on. Not sure. Might have to port them. Or put the shortcut for them. Right, that's it. Wonderful. So, company message. We'll just get our load sheet off here, make sure nothing's changed on this. ESC menu. Nothing's changed on that. 142 passengers. So then we'll get our clearance. We'll just finish, let the PA finish its thing, and then we'll get. So in case of an engine failure after takeoff, we'll be making a right-hand turn. We are quite early actually, we're 29 minutes early before our scheduled time, but oh well. I didn't know how long it would take, and if we had any technical problems. So yeah, if we have an engine failure after takeoff, we'll make a right-hand turn, pretty much over the sea, and then make an immediate return back. Runway 24 will be the plan. So then let's request our clearance. Hello ground, EasyJet with you on stand 1 Alpha information Sierra Airbus A319 requesting IFR to Jersey, please.
EasyJet Edinburgh ground, cleared Jersey, Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawk 7023.
Cleared to Jersey, Gotham 1 Charlie departure 7023, EasyJet.
EasyJet correct. Information Sierra QNH 1020.
Sierra 1020 EasyJet. So 1020 is what we'd already briefed on. Everything is ready. So we'll have a quick look. We can do the before start. So park brake is set. Takeoff speeds on thrust 136, 136, 141. So transitional, that should be 7,500. Flaps 1, flex of 68. Windows and doors closed. And beacon can come on.
Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all bags on board.
We'll get the APU started as well.
To fasten your seatbelts, push the metal end into the buckle.
As we're not going very far without the APU.
Pull the loose end to adjust and unfasten by lifting the top of the buckle.
So then guys, we'll get ourselves going. Hopefully a bit more interesting for everyone watching in a minute.
Whenever you're in your seat. If the air supply
Not too bad, 20 minutes to get set up, it's not too horrific.
towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust.
Charlie Foxtrot Echo 99 Bravo Edinburgh ground, are you on frequency?
If we land underwater, take a life jacket from under your seats.
No, just waiting for the APU to kick in.
Flight 99 Bravo Edinburgh ground, hello, just about to call.
Around your waist and click together.
Charlie 9 Bravo, hello. I just need to make a small modification to your flight plan. I'm going to send you an updated route by text. If you could just confirm you can accept it, and if you want to request it again via PDC, that's fine.
If it doesn't
Roger, I do believe the flight plan should be all valid, but let me know what you think is wrong with it.
and whistle for attracting attention. The crew can help you.
APU bleed is on.
And yeah, sure, according to the UK SRD, Gotham Direct Elvis is not valid, but it's Gotham, perhaps 600 Fenix, and then Elvis, but I'll send you it by text somewhere.
Yeah, Gotham Direct Elvis is, that is valid.
So then we'll
Yeah,
request
it's not an
push clearance,
exhaustive
and then we'll get ourselves pushed back from stand. Welcome everyone, hope you're all well.
Thank you for your attention.
Understood. If you want to fly that route, that's fine with me then. Do you want to resend the PDC?
We'll just grab clearance via voice while we have you.
Okay, Charlie Foxtrot Echo 99 Bravo, you are cleared to London City, Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawk 4237.
Clear to City, Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawk 4237, flyer 999 Bravo.
Right then. Idle ground EasyJet ready for push and start 1 Alpha.
Flyer 999 Bravo,
Yeah.
correct.
Right.
EasyJet, stand 1 Alpha, push and start approved.
Start proof 1 Alpha and EasyJet. So I'll just continue push, and then also want to be facing north into
Release
it.
parking brakes, please.
Brakes please, so you're clear to push.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start sequence can be 1 then 2, starting at 1.
Edinburgh ground, good afternoon, GMX 77 Alpha Whiskey, and 10, requesting IFR clearance to launch road is filed.
Channel 77 Alpha
Listen to.
Whiskey, Edinburgh ground, hello, report aircraft type, please.
Please set parking brakes.
Wait, set. Just wait for engine start. Flaps 1. Copy to ground, declare to disconnect.
Channel 77 Alpha Whiskey, report your aircraft type.
Edinburgh ground,
I'm not too sure, to be fair, Alistair. That's a good
Channel
comment to make there.
77 Alpha Whiskey, reach 5.
Hey, bro. Hey, buddy, how we doing? So, it says you master 2.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
AP can come off and AP blue can come off as well.
Left is clear. Right
Flight
is
999
clear.
Bravo, ready for push and start.
Flyer 999 Bravo, stand 8, push and start approved.
So, we've got a couple of aircraft inbound at the moment, so we just need to keep
Push
that
and
in
start approved,
mind.
face east, Flyer 99 Bravo.
So, after start, anti-ice not required, ecom status is check pitch trim, 0.6 up and rudder trim is neutral. Flight
Channel
controls.
77 Alpha
Hold up.
Whiskey, I heard your radio
Hold
check message,
down.
but have not heard anything
Pull
since.
down, neutral, pull left. All right. Rudder,
Edinburgh ground,
pull left.
77 Alpha Whiskey.
All right, neutral.
Channel 77 Alpha Whiskey, Edinburgh ground, I hear you.
So then let's request taxi.
Channel 77 Alpha Whiskey, I just need you to report your aircraft type and then I'll give you your clearance.
Yeah, not bad, buddy. Thank you.
Edinburgh ground, your wings 9 Lima, November, stand 17.
Oh, nice one, mate. Not been to the over the Isle of Wight for a while. to be honest. Well,
Eurowings
we will fly over the Isle of Wight
Lima,
anyway.
November,
To be
stand
fair.
17, push and start approved.
So I'm going to anticipate our taxi clearance is going to be Echo Alpha,
We just
Holding Point Delta 1.
approve Eurowings 9 Lima, November.
Edinburgh ground, EZ97's ready for taxi. Echo Alpha Delta 1 is my guess.
EZ97, taxi holding point Delta 1, runway 24 via Echo Alpha and Delta.
Delta 1, Echo Alpha Delta EZ. As guessed. So taxi lights, brakes released. Scared ourselves. This is why I want Toby eye tracker. So we've got another aircraft pushing back in front of us, but obviously we're going to be going off to the left hand side. Get ourselves wrong. We'll do a quick brake check to make sure that's okay. Fine. For some reason my audio got banned yesterday from TikTok. I don't know why. Apparently there was some offensive language on it, but I don't remember hearing any offensive language, so not sure what that was in relation to.
77 Alpha Whiskey.
Channel 77 Alpha Whiskey, Edinburgh ground, pass your message.
There's the Chanex just on the right hand side of us, I think. Let's, he doesn't seem very good at communicating, this guy, does he? Thank you for the follow. Should clear on the left side, which we are. Has EasyJet just come in? with no landing gear as usual. So there's another aircraft of 5 miles. Obviously we'll have to wait for them anyway. So your taxi checklist, flight controls check, flap setting, config 1+F, radar predictive, wind shear system on an auto, engine mode selector norm, eco memo takeoff, no blue apart from the cabin, but that's kind of to be expected to be fair.
The 77 Alpha Whiskey, we are above 737-800, requesting airport clearance to Venlo 0 TS
Edinburgh ground, good.
So we'll get handed off over to Unicom in a second.
That's squawk 0316, QNH 1020 for the 77 Alpha Whiskey.
Flight
Easy 195 Edinburgh ground.
Thank you.
Hello. Taxi to stand. Actually, taxi and hold Alpha 12.
Taxi and hold Alpha 12 for Easy 195.
Easy 97, no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye.
Unicom 1228, have a good day, Easy 97. So we just need
Bravo,
to...
request taxi.
Flyer 9 liner Bravo, taxi holding point Delta 1, runway 24.
Hello, traffic Easy 97 approaching Delta 1, runway 24. Do you believe there's an aircraft? Yeah, there's an aircraft inbound, short fans. Easy 97 lined up runway 24 behind the company traffic Easy 97. So, light checklist, take runway confirmed 24 TCAS. T8RA, packs 1 and 2 both on. So we'll just wait for him to clear. There's another aircraft on the radar, let's see. He should have just landed. There's another aircraft we can see on here, so. So I'm not sure if he's vacated. I don't think he has. So we'll just hold position for the second. I'm sure that's him down the other end. Let's just vacate him.
Edinburgh 86 now, we can see 24 out.
Lovely, thank you. Easy 97, take off runway 24. So, landing lights.
Edinburgh traffic, flying 99 Bravo, lining up from A24 behind about EasyJet, Edinburgh traffic.
I didn't know there was anyone behind us. There's someone behind us. So thrust 50%. Oh no, you might be on the other place there. 50% and 1. Please release. Take off. Manflex 68 SRS runway auto thrust brake. Thrust set. 100 knots. P1. Rotate. How's it flying, girl? Enough. Just to climb. Air traffic EasyJet passing 1,400. Top 0. So we'll do a bit of manual flying for a little bit, see how we end up. Ground spoilers disarmed.
Edinburgh traffic, flyer 99 Bravo, taking off from 824, Gotham 1 Charlie departure, Edinburgh traffic.
APU. There's a little bit of Edinburgh. So initial climb 6,000. Chances are we'll exceed that. Yeah, so I was up to
And
cruise level.
traffic here 9 Lima November line up runway 24 Edinburgh.
So we could maybe look a little bit of a shortcut, but maybe not. So Edinburgh traffic EasyJet climbing flight level 157. Edinburgh climb 150. So then hopefully everyone is all well. Yeah, I've not been to LEPA is Palma de Menorca, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Hey Dave, how are we doing, mate? Cameron, how are we doing, buddy? A few of you on YouTube as well this evening. Feel free to say hello in the chat as well. Oh, Menorca is at LEPA, sorry. I thought it was somewhere else. Right, standard pressure. Yeah, I wasn't too sure, to be fair. So, Britain 9,000. Soon a bit 10,000. At least the weather's looking a bit better today. It was dreadful yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys joined us on the stream yesterday, but the weather was atrocious yesterday.
Edinburgh traffic here 9 Lima November, departure runway
10,000 feet, landing, lights off, and we'll release the cabin as well. Yeah, it was pretty miserable yesterday. It's looking alright today. Yeah, not really done many long flights recently, to be fair. Well, I've just been too busy. I've not done many flights at all recently, in fairness. So I don't know what anyone's thoughts are whilst we're on all these channels. I don't know if anyone owns one of the overheads. So obviously there's a few different overheads out there. I'm not looking at a full-size overhead because one, they're humongous, and two, there's probably not much use for it really. So obviously I've seen the Scalarki simulations, or Scalarki, that are based in the UK. They've obviously released an overhead that's desktop line, and it does look really, really good. In fairness, it looks pretty good. I was quite impressed with it. Obviously the main factor with it is it's like £800 UK pounds, which it's quite a lot for what it is really, in my thoughts. Obviously wing chances I will probably create one at some point in the near future. How long that will be, I don't know. If I'm honest, I don't think I can probably wait that long. So when I reached out to them, they said it's going to be at least 12 months minimum. Java Simulation obviously have just released that they're doing a larger mini. Well, they do the mini and they also do a larger version of it. I'm just waiting to see how that looks realistically and what sizes that is. But then also on top of that, there's sim gauges as well. Also make one that looks pretty good. The only reservation I have with it is literally around the light switches, because they're just the normal toggles rather than the styled switches. But and it's reasonably priced as well. I think it's about £300, I think. So yeah, fairly reasonably priced. So yeah, I don't know what anyone's thoughts are on that. Whether any of you guys own one, have any experiences with them, would certainly be appreciative for you to let me know. So I think we're overhead Glasgow at the minute, I guess. So yeah, Glasgow we're overhead at the minute. I don't know what you can see it there. There we go. What are you doing today then, Harry? Other than uni work, anything else, mate? Anyone else that's with us on YouTube or Twitch? What are you up to today? Anything exciting? What are you wowing at, Alistair? Oh, nice one, Michael. Feel free to join our... I don't know what you call them, really. If I'm honest, I'm very new to Volanta. I've not heard at all. You can join our team if you want. The link is somewhere. It's in the description. Well, it should be in the description. It's probably not at the minute. I'm still in the process of altering all the descriptions. But no, feel free to join the same plan if you wish. If you're not bothered. If I'm honest, I'm not, like I said, I'm not very good with Volanta at the minute. I'm not the best with it at all. The Sim seems to be performing quite well today as well. I'm quite impressed. Really, really impressed. Yeah, Tyler, how are we doing, mate? Thanks for the follow, Michael. It's much appreciated, mate. Yeah, so obviously I do own quite a bit of wing stuff now. Obviously the FCU's wing, joysticks wing. It's certainly worth the money, and to be honest, it's really good value. Like, you can't really go wrong. We probably should climb to our cruise level actually. Just realised we're on cruise level. I'll get ourselves up onto our cruise. Fair, just going for an extra 370. So yeah, generally speaking, I think it's pretty. It's a pretty good deal really with wing for the price. I think you can't really go wrong. Like, so I owned the mini cockpit FCU before that, and I had one of the Thrustmaster joysticks, and I was really and ahhing about the joystick changing it because I'd had it about 4 years or so, and I thought, well, let's change it and see what the new one's like. So I changed it, and it's so much better. If anyone's debating about what joystick to buy, definitely go with the wing one. It feels so much better, and I didn't know it had has like a vibration motor built into it. So at times when you deploy the spoilers, you get a bit of feedback from it, and to be honest, because of the sim setup, you feel it through the whole seat pretty much. It's pretty neat, to be fair. Well, that is the only thing, Alistair. Obviously, with them being cheaper, it's how will they last just as long? I don't know. Obviously, I've had... So, I'm trying to think what I bought first. It would have been the FCU I built first, but to be honest, I bought them all very at similar times. And the reason why I bought them all in one go, really, is just because that way you're only running one lot of software, not like multiple lots of software. So far, I can't fault it. I have seen a couple of people saying that they've had issues with it, but at the moment I can't fault it at all. It's a brilliant bit of kit. The MCDU as well is really, really good. What flight are we flying, Lev? So we are flying to Jersey, so we're doing a Edinburgh to Jersey airport flight today. So we're basically going all the way down the the west coast of the UK, overhead Manchester, and then tracking over towards Birmingham area, over Southampton, just skirting around the side of the Isle of Wight, and then down into Jersey. So that's roughly our routing, if those of you know about that. And how does the Mini FCU compare to the Wing? So one thing I will say is the Mini FCU is really bulky. It's not that obvious from the pictures how bulky it is, but it's quite a bulky bit of kit. Having said that, it works really well. In my opinion, I don't think it feels quite as good as the wing. And the other problem I found is obviously they do the EFIS, and it's really expensive. So I sold my mini FCU because obviously you couldn't really get hold of them very much. So I sold it for I actually sold it for a little bit more than buying it new because obviously it's available, and it was only a few months old at the time. So from the price of selling that one item, I managed to buy the FCU and the EFIS from Wing for the same price, and it's really, really good, really sturdy. It feels nice as well. Like I don't obviously know how it compares to the real thing in real life, but from what people have said, it's close. But for what we need it for on Flight Sim, it's perfect. How is the top bar presenting for everyone today? Is it all okay? The reason why I say that, I had some issues with it yesterday. So, but yeah, Harry, I'd definitely go with the wing out of the two. Like I say, I think eventually we will go with the wing overhead, but until that's released, I may have to buy something in the interim. At the moment, I'm swinging towards sim gauges, which granted they're not as well heard of. They've also just released a new radio panel as well, which will be quite nice. On top of that, I'm hoping that someone develops one of the newer radio panels for the 320, which is in the Neos. So obviously when the Neo comes out from Fenix, that should hopefully be supported in that sense, just because it has a lot more functionality. All the transponder and everything's built into it. So I think from an ease point of view, say you're buying multiple panels, I think that would be a lot better. But that's my thoughts anyway. I don't know what anyone else is thinking. Yeah, Alistair, so far, mate, I've not had any issues at all. No issues at all with the wing options. And in fairness, their correspondence is pretty good as well. Their correspondence between, if you send to Wing an email, they will reply. Sometimes they don't always get the point. You can tell there's a bit of a language barrier there, but they do respond fairly quickly as well. With regards to warranty and stuff, I'm not too sure. I think you get a year. But if I'm honest, I think you'd destroy it. It costs you probably just as much to send it back as it would just buying a new one. So yeah, that's where we're at with it. But the MCDU is really good. The only thing I will say with the MCDU, it gets a little bit dusty, so you have to give it a bit of a dust from time to time. Mine especially gets dusty because my cat loves sleeping on the chair. Absolutely loves it. Drives me crackers. So I'll have a look at our fuel and our progress. So optimal's 370, which is what we're at. I would like a little bit more. I need to have a look more at the MCDU and see how we can utilise that a little bit better as well. Cheers everyone, so mate, thank you. If I'm honest, I'm really new with TikTok, so it's a bit of a learning curve with it. To be honest, I didn't think it would get authorised. So obviously, I don't know if you guys know, obviously to do live stream, normally you need quite a lot of followers for it to let you live stream. But it let me do it, so I didn't think it would get approved, to be perfectly honest. But there we go, it did. Alistair, no I don't, mate, to be honest. That is the only problem with going with more specific kit, is obviously if you want to fly, like I do own one of the PMDG 737, but if I'm honest, because I've got so much of a setup for this now, it's just not beneficial for me to use it, even though they fly completely differently. Well, you should see some of my landers on here, sometimes they're dreadful some days. So we're at flight level 300, not far off our cruise now really. One of the aircraft behind us is 4,000 feet above. Can't see him there. Don't know where he's flying to, should we have a look? See what he's off to. So that's the aircraft that was behind us, Fraser. Where's he off to then? I don't actually know where he's off to. Doesn't say. But there we go. But yeah, pretty much I don't really fly anything other than the Airbus, which it's a shame really. That's the only downside really to getting a more specific setup, is that. Anyway, I don't know why we're looking at the ground chart, because it's not much use to us, is it really? Let's have a look and see what else. Have a look at our route into Jersey as well. Here we are. Let's have a look, just to make sure everything's... It's a fairly standard route, and to be fair, you pretty much fly over Jersey, alongside Guernsey, and then pretty much straight out of the sharp transition down onto the ILS. It's quite a fun approach, to be fair, Jersey, because it's a fairly short runway as well. Probably could be getting the weather information for Jersey, so should we do that actually? Get some weather information. No, thank you for everyone for joining us today. Quite a few of you guys on, really. Yeah, thank you for the gift. If I'm honest, I'm not very up to date with gifts and stuff. I don't really know how they work, particularly with TikTok. Like I said, I generally just fly. The reason why I'm reaching out to TikTok is just because I was getting quite a lot of followers and people asking me questions as well. So I thought it's probably worthwhile. Yeah, anyway, I was trying to do something, wasn't I? In the middle of doing something. Right, so we want to VATSIM menu, we want AOC, we want weather. Echo, Golf, Juliet, weather requests, Meta, yes. We'll jump back to the messages page. Let's wait for the weather to come through. There it is. It's still not working. So I don't know if this is a known fault with the Fenix, with regards to weather information, because this did this yesterday as well. So I don't know what people's thoughts are. If not, we can go with the wind that's been predicted. Have a look here as well. Sometimes we can get the arrival. Oh, because they're not even after the 8, just after the normal meta. So it seems to be there's a bit of an issue there. I don't think it's anything that we've done wrong. Let's have a quick look to see if there's anything on there. Ah, so it's an issue with the weather. Ah, okay, that makes more sense. At least that's better than the. I don't know why it's deactivated all these as well. I think it resets itself every time. Anyway, what did I want to know? Ah, so we're just going to have a look at the weather, weren't we? So we could work out our landing performance. Are we off to? No, that's okay. That's what I haven't done on the joystick. So we'll have a look at the weather based on the weather that was given to us. Where is it? Jersey, right, here we go. It's the latest weather. So, 13 degrees Celsius, it's that. I definitely don't need that one. Hectopascals is 1016, and the wind is 110 at 11 knots. Landing weight, 50, 58. 58.4. Oh dearie me. Well, we'll definitely be using auto brake medium, that's for sure. So it's going to be an auto brake medium job then. In which case we can probably put some of this landing performance in there. Because we're not going to get any more up-to-date weather, I don't think. Barrow as well, so what we say weather was 13 degrees, wind 110 at 11 knots, QNH, what was that, was 1016. So that gives an approach speed. Oh, sorry, 130, 125. We need to just put our barrow in for our decision height, which we can get from the charts. So what we'll do, we're doing to arrival. If we're going to start, typically, oh no, not going. Jersey, start. And then we can have a look at ILS 1. So decision height 471. So we need to be at 2,000 feet to intercept the ILS. For missed approach procedures, climb straight ahead of 3,000, turn right on 180 degrees, and then add that speed of 110 knots. Ah, so it's not a Fenix issue then. That's always reassuring. So I don't know what everyone's up to today. Any major plans? Unfortunately, next week, so not this coming week, I will be on this coming week, but the week following won't be much content as I'm not in the country. I'm over in the old Canary Islands again. So it's come around really quick, to be fair. Last time I looked it was like 40 odd days, and now it's like a week tomorrow. So we've got nothing on the weather radar, but to be fair, it's quite clear here in the UK today compared to what it was like yesterday. I don't know what obviously it's been like over Jersey. The weather was pretty dreadful yesterday. I don't know how everyone's getting on in the back. Obviously, this is the other thing that annoys me with GSX. So if you've not got the cockpit door open, there's no passengers. So if I open the cockpit door, now we're in that same position. There we go, we've got passengers everywhere. Typically we only tend to look out the windows much of the time, so sounds are pretty good though. Certainly got them right. Yeah, just fly the cockpit door open all the time. So we'll have a quick look as well at this and see what we need to do. So it always looks very complicated, some of the arrival charts. So we know we're doing a Luna, I don't know, Luna 1 kilo I think it was. So we know we're following the 1 kilo direction. So we'll go to the Alderney VOR, which is on one of the islands. Then we go out to the Holden Waters Shark. So the only thing we notice here, there isn't any restrictions with regards to, apart from flight level 200, it doesn't really give you any other guidance about the descent point. Obviously we know the ILS we need to be at 2,000 feet, so we'll just sort of plan it. Once we head out of the Isle of Wight, we'll just start our descent. So once there's level at 200, well, we can make a descent fairly quickly. There's one bonus about the 320 is it does descend fairly quickly. And after landing, so we're expecting runway 1808. So generally speaking, we can normally vacate at Foxtrot. However, if we overshoot a little bit, then obviously we can go all the way down to Alpha 1. Typically, we tend to take the stand on the south apron on this side here somewhere. But we'll just play that by ear after landing, depending on what aircraft are obviously on the ground. So yeah, that's pretty much our plan for landing. We'll keep these active for the time being. So we know we need to use auto brake medium for landing. Hey up AJ, how are we doing mate? Thank you for that. Yeah, it's a pretty cool setup to be fair. It's a fairly new setup though. I got a bargain, it's probably the best way of putting it. So obviously the next level racing, so this is the Flight Seat Pro and Flight Stand Pro. Typically it retails at over £1,000, I paid $300 for it. So yeah, basically it was a guy down in Portsmouth. I had to drive quite a way, in fairness, to go and get it. I had to drive for like, it was like an 8-hour round trip. Go and get it, but it was certainly worthwhile. The guys literally had only had it for about 3 months, and basically he had one of his kids moving back in with him, so basically he didn't have enough room for it, so he wanted to get rid of it quickly, and obviously it's a bonus of getting rid of it quickly, you can get it at a cheap price. The stand though is a little bit different, so the stand is not from Next Level Racing, it is from Track Racer. However, if you look at the two products, they're very, very similar. I won't be surprised if they're even made in the same factory. But yeah, the monitor mounts are completely different to the rest. Yeah, it's a nice day for flying though. I do like a bit of dodgy weather. That weather yesterday was quite challenging, right, as you saw when I threw it down on the tarmac, to be fair. I know one thing we haven't done though, we've certainly not downloaded loaded Sky Dolly, which is something I use for playbacks. So we'll have a look at that. Always get that done. No, it's a good bit of kit, Sky Dolly. It's free of charge as well, so it's probably one of the best ones. I'm guessing you're from somewhere up north then, AJ. So hopefully everyone is doing alright. One thing I will say about the seats for these, if you're going to buy them, I would probably get the newer one if you're going to pay the full price. The reason I say that is just because it is comfy, but for any period of time it does have a back cushion as well, which I do have, but I personally find that more uncomfortable than without. So I know some people have bought extra seats on them, which don't blame them really, especially if you're spending long periods in here. So let's have a quick look at Jersey Airport. There's nothing. There's an aircraft just departed. Should be all good. There's no ATC on, which is a bit of a shame. Whether we'll get some ATC overhead, I don't know. Just have a look. London controls just come online actually. So I don't know where we're at. Oh, that was. So yeah, we're going to be going into London's airspace in a minute. So 127.105 I need to tune. So I'll get that tuned in. 127. So if that'll be a little bit more interesting for you guys. 125. Yeah, but I do plan on getting overhead in the next couple of months anyway. Well, that's the plan. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, I do have a radio panel on the SATEC or Logitech ones, whatever. It's actually a SATEC one. It's before the time of Logitech. But it's not working very well. No, it's not working at all at the minute for some reason. I have no idea why. So that will be removed at some point in the near future. And replaced hopefully with a nice decent one as well. Still with us then, Alistair. Whereabouts are you located, buddy? Are you local or? Must be, it's quite a unique name as well. I've seen that name a couple of times, but it's quite unique. The way it's spelled, I don't know. The only person I knew was Scottish, to be fair, the name like that. There's another aircraft off the left hand side of us, don't know what visual we can get them. So, like I say, we'll be going to London very shortly. Just trying to work out where about. Well, to be honest, any second now we'll be in London's airspace. We pretty much will be in it the whole length of their airspace. For now. Yeah, I'll chill a couple of minutes. So this next waypoint pretty much, or just before this next waypoint. Thanks for the like. As we thought, let's speak to London.
Canada 49 Golf, descent flight 220.
Descent flight level 220, KLM 49 Golf.
Should be about 347 November, descent flight 160. Fraction 228 hotel, turn left heading 070 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 04.
London time should be 13:47 local time, so about 50 minutes. London, hello, EasyJet, flight level 370.
EasyJet London, hello to you, Roger, route direct Compton, Charlie Papa Tango.
Route direct Compton, EasyJet. Charlie, Papa Tango, direct.
Flight control, good afternoon, Flyer 99 Bravo, flight level 390.
Flight 999 Bravo, hello to you, London, list 01 Charlie, arrival city.
This 01 Charlie, Flyer 99 Bravo.
There's going to be a slight shortcut, nothing too drastic.
Perhaps 6 Juliet Lima, descend flight level 80, level by landboard, on passing flight level 100.
Captain, I won't have much involvement with us really. Yeah, we'll just be monitoring with them.
6 Juliet Lima, descending at 02 by Logan, passing level 100, speed 2,000.
So pretty much just
With
over
Malta
Birmingham.
3019, route direct Welling.
Route direct Welling for with Malta 3019.
Blue Max 102 hotel to left 150 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
So left heading 150, descend 3,000 feet, Blue Max 102 hotel.
So guys, if you're not already followed with us, feel free to follow us on TikTok. Also onto YouTube as well if you want to see the full videos. Sometimes I only put little snippets on TikTok.
Blue Max 1875, welcome to Stansted.
Going forward, we're going to be streaming most of the times on all three channels, and obviously we have Twitch as well. So whichever you prefer, you can go with. YouTube is normally the primary one that we release most on.
Hotel, your surface wind 360 degrees, 8 knots, runway 04, you clear land.
And also feel free to join our Discord as well. Hopefully the link should be in the description.
With Malta 3019, descent flight 280.
Descent flight level 280 with Malta 3019.
So we've got another company message. It's probably just to say
Flight
there's no
99
delay
Bravo,
code.
route direct Oddmod.
Direct Oddford, Flyer 99 Bravo.
Easy ops want to say, saying there's no delay code required.
Max 102 hotel, descent to altitude 2,000 feet.
So we've got Bristol over to our right side, we've got Birmingham just to our left.
The Max 102 hotel, left turn heading 070 degrees, clear for the ILS approach runway 04, number 2.
So what we'll do, we'll give him the terrain and we'll just take weather, though there doesn't seem to be much weather out and about. Well, there's a little patch of weather there, look. It's not a great deal. So yeah, if you guys tell me what you'd like going forward with the videos, any routes that you would like us to do, feel free to obviously make that suggestion for us, and we'll certainly try to do that. I do try to go to places that we have scenery, but not always. Some places we fly without scenery.
Run ready, descend flight level 320.
It's about time someone brought us some good Canary Island scenery. That would be pretty cool. Hey John, how are we doing, mate? Do you mostly fly the Fenix and Harry if you're still with us? I think you are still watching. Is it most of the Fenix you fly? Yeah, Volanta seems pretty good. So I tried Elevatex or whatever it's called, and I struggled a little bit with it, to be honest. Didn't find it quite as immersive as this, and also the bar that it creates was rubbish.
Airline 425, hello, school 7551, continue climb flight level 360.
Booking 7551 and flight level 360. Do you accept PDC?
CPDLC, yes I do. It's Lima Oscar November Charlie.
That's CPDLC, Lima Oscar November Charlie.
With Malta 3019, I'd be vectoring for the Isle of
Stevie, hold on,
Runway
mate.
33 Birmingham, fly heading 290, descend flight level 110.
So it's over an hour into our flight.
It's going to be vectoring for the ILS runway 33, turn heading 290, descent flight level 110 with Malta 3019.
Lima 347 November aircraft ahead of you. Disconnect.
Cheers for the follow, Michael.
Restriction, descend flight level 80.
Much appreciated. So, what's everyone up to today then? Anyone flying anywhere else? Don't know if anyone's tried the new sim update 4 beta. I've not tried it. Just because every time I tend to try it, it breaks my sim. So, sticking with the stable version at the moment.
Land crew, good afternoon, Lufthansa 7 Michael for Airbus 320 on stand 5 at Birmingham, request push and start.
Hello, Caesar 1.
Can I show you outside? Let's go.
390.
What would you like to see outside?
Mike Alpha, hello to you. Vision size approved, QNH.
Shall we see if we can pick Birmingham out?
Push and start approved, QNH 102.
There's Birmingham just off to the left hand side of the wing.
Speedbird 1 Golf London, hello to you. It's a Nugra 2 hotel arrival.
Nugra 2 hotel arrival for Speedbird 1 Golf.
That's the old Fenix 319. The aircraft across to the left hand side.
For Speedbird 1 Golf, did you mean Nugra 1 hotel?
No, it's changed. It's now to 2 hotels, the new star, but the 1 hotel will still work.
Thank you, Nugra 1 hotel.
Fraction 228 hotel, got traffic on shore final, vacate to the right and expedite.
Yes, this is the Fenix 319, Michael. Yeah, that's correct. I know EasyJet don't operate many of them anymore. Yeah, it's my favourite as well, buddy. Anyone that's followed this channel for a while knows the 319 is my look. I really love it. I don't really know why I like it. What's your reason for liking it, Michael? I don't know what my reason is, but I think it's just because it's quite a responsive plane as well. And you can have quite a lot of fun with it. And it also slows down very quickly, which is good.
On the frequency 121.730, bye-bye.
So we're just over 40 miles now till Compton. Then we'll be off over to Southampton. Then fly over the Isle of Wight.
Golf, descend via the star, continue on Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
Descend via the star, continue with Unicom 122.8. Thank you, goodbye KLM 49 Golf.
Easy 2 Romeo Bravo, hello, Al Luton, stand 218 push and start.
Yeah, I'm the same way as that. Whereabouts do you normally fly to anyone? I think we need to do a Madeira on stream at some point, because that would be a good laugh, that will. See how many go-arounds we can do. I struggle on a long runway, let alone a short one. Saying that, Jersey's fairly short. I'm trying to remember how long Jersey is, it's not very long.
Shuttle 9 Zulu.
This is 1,700 metres and we're going to use 1,300 of it. There we go. Oh yeah, got to Valencia, that's a good idea. That's the thing, I need some more suggestions of flights, because we fly a lot to the same destination, so we need to do a bit more exploring. The problem is I don't like too longer flights normally, however when it's on stream it's a little bit better because everyone's a little bit more interactive. Yeah, I get a bit bored sometimes. Sometimes I go to the housework. Just keep periodically checking it. Oh, we did a flight over to Greece not too long ago, and that was a nice flight.
London Control, Zebra 2409, recent crossing 2000.
Zebra 2409, London, hello, climb now, flight level 100.
Climb flight level 100, Zebra 2409.
With Malta 3019, a descent flight level 80.
Descent flight level 80 with Malta 301.
Dimax 102 Hotel, contact Stansted ground 121.730, bye bye.
Stansted ground 121.730, Dimax 102 Hotel, back.
Hello, we're going to have some
Easy 907, nothing further to the south, continue on Unicom 1228.
Have Unicom 1228, Easy 97, have it over.
London Centre Ryanair 22 Delta.
Oh, back to Unicom. Where are we over here? Just one call. He's just done that, I'd imagine, just so it's one less aircraft that he ain't got to worry about. So I don't think we're... Oh yeah, to be fair, we're pretty much out of his control zone, so... fairness to it. So we'll have a quick look, make sure there isn't any EGJJ. Generally speaking, it's going to be tower if there's any ATC. Very rare you ever see ground on it, so... Can I do that flight today? Probably not today, Michael, to be honest. Reason being is I've got some uni work still left to do. Well, I've got much to do. However, probably Tuesday we'll probably get it in. But I'd certainly give Gatwick to Valencia a try. I don't own any scenery in Valencia, that's the only downside. But let's see how long's the flight time from Gatwick to Valencia? Do you have any idea? Like I said, I don't like hugely long flights, but I'm looking forward to the Neo coming out though. I don't know when Phoenix is going to release that, but to be fair to them, like they won't release it unless it's ready, which is not a bad way to be. So not a million miles off the top of the descent, or 80 miles it's saying, until we need to start our descent. Let's suggest an initial descent. So once it's roughly 200, it will lead. I'm sure we can do. We're only at 37,000, so should take soon. Oh, an hour and 39. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we can do that. I'd imagine we can do that. I do enjoy a gap flight as well. I tend to look to see where there's ATC online as well. However, half the time it tends to go offline in the time that I've realised. But yeah, no, we can certainly could do going forward. This is the first like proper decent live stream that I've done with the new sort of rebrand that we've done. Don't know if any of you guys watched the start, whether you enjoyed the intro page. It's certainly a little bit more cloudy now. I know a lot of people saying about buying the new what's it called? Is it Rex Atmos? Personally, I don't see the issue with Rex Atmos. I think the Microsoft is just as good, so I don't really see it adds much benefit really. I don't know what. I've not used it, but the videos I've seen of it, it doesn't really have much benefit to me. You find the data, I do. Cool. So, another 70 followers. I don't know how many more subscribers on YouTube we've had, but yeah, so feel free to give us a subscribe on YouTube if you wish as well. I checked out the followers and my followers. Not many. Still fairly small channel really everywhere. So we could be a little bit naughty actually and just go direct Pepsi, which would probably take us a little bit more over the Isle of Wight. I don't know actually, Southampton isn't it? We'd go direct Southampton, see. Yeah, we'll just go direct Southampton. Knock a couple of miles off, it won't do much really. What's your favourite airline? Probably in real life, probably Jet2 to be fair. had some really good experiences with them. Typically that's normally who I fly with. The only problem we have with Flight Sim and Jet 2 is obviously, one, they don't operate the Airbus. Well, they operate the A321. Obviously mostly they operate as 737s. The other issue we have is Jess Glynn's voice is the other problem. So with the music that's built into the cabin pack, I'm forever getting told off on YouTube for copyright. Not all the time though, it's weird. Some days it misses it, some days it doesn't. To be fair, yeah, I probably do there and back. If it's only an hour and 39, we've got a decent amount of the day to do it. Then yeah, I don't see that really being a problem. We are hoping to get a better camera in here as well, so be another thing going forward. How that's going to work once we get an overhead on it, I'm quite sure. It may be that we invest in another DJI action camera and we'll go from there. Do I do multiplayer? Not on Flight Sim, I don't do multiplayer, not natively, only via VATSIM. That's the only multiplayer that we tend to do. So if you're part of VATSIM, then yes, but if not natively within the sim, no. It's one of them things with VATSIM, once you start flying with it, you can't not fly with it, much as it does stress me out sometimes. Yeah, so we probably should get the charts up really. So after Southampton, no, not quite there yet. I don't know what the weather's going to be like there, to be fair. It's a little bit cloudy here at the moment, but if we get some nice views of the Isle of Wight, would be nice. See how we get on. Oh, you play on Xbox here? Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I know it's a shame. If I'm honest, I do feel like Flight Sims let Xbox people down a bit, because it's never been purely designed for flights for Xbox really. It's been more aimed towards PC, especially if you want a lot of add-ons like the Fenix and stuff. You need to realistically you need PC. Your Xbox would melt. And I think they've just done it really, if I'm honest, as a bit of a money maker. I think for VFR flying it's probably quite good, but for multiplayer and for like long haul commercial, I don't think it's quite as good as it should be. And like you can get it on the sim quite, and the sim runs a lot better now than it ever used to. Granted, you do need a reasonably beefy system, but not anything like mine. I'm running a 4060 or 4070 card, I think. Granted, I do have 64 gigabytes of RAM, but half of that is down to streaming as well. If you're not streaming, you don't need that much RAM. And to be honest, I don't ever get to the utilisation of it. It's basically CPU and GPU is what you need for Flight Sim. It's a lot more CPU heavy than it is GPU heavy. Always has been for some reason. I think it does utilise the GPU a little bit more now, but it's still fairly heavy on the CPU. Good question. Does SimBrief work on Xbox? I'm going to try and find that question out for you. Someone's clearly asked that question before. Yes, it does. So, the quick answer from Google, yes, SimBrief does work on the Xbox version of Flight Sim, but it cannot be used directly on the Xbox. So you must access it from a computer or Mac to generate the flight plan, and then use these. You use the in-game tool, which you can import from SimBrief, or manually import the route. Hope that helps. If I'm honest, I don't know, because obviously I've never played on Xbox. I've got a couple of friends from work that do have Flight Sim on Xbox, but they get a little bit jealous of my setup, to be fair. So we'll start looking at our descent. I think we'll go flight level 200 and we'll go level for. There we go, 1700. Do. Just a nice steady descent, really. Not too drastic. But this is Southampton, I believe, and there you go. Got the Isle of Wight just off there to the left-hand side of us. Beautiful plane there, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there's the Isle of Wight just off to our left side. I don't know if you can get a little bit more visual of it there, look. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about from your phone. If I'm honest, I don't know a great deal about Xbox with VATSIM. I don't know a great deal about PC with VATSIM, let alone with Xbox. Thanks for saying it's a good setup. Yeah, it's an alright setup. Well, I say it's alright. Because I see it every day. I don't appreciate it so much. I always think, well, what can I change? What can I change? You know, the hardest bit of this setup was cable management. It was a nightmare. Especially now I'm streaming and stuff, obviously you don't want to see like loads of cables behind. So obviously all these monitors and everything, so they all go in one loom across. There's a hidden soundbar as well, which is a pretty neat feature. I know one thing that we are going to replace going forward, so we're just waiting for Wing to release their new rudder pedals. So I've had these Thrustmaster, I think the TP60s, I think they're called. I've had them for literally 10 years, 8 years, 10 years, quite a long while, and they're definitely getting to the point where they're struggling a bit more and they're not as accurate as they used to be, which is sometimes why I struggle to keep her on the centre line. So that will be something that will be upgraded at some point going forward. And I would say we'd get a whole pedestal, but it's difficult with how the system's set up. It may be something that we do look at though. I just love if you're going to buy any throttle as well, if you're ever going to buy a throttle, always go with the Honey Bravo. It's so good. So I'm going to enable constraints, although it's not actually put that constraint, it's just so 123 miles. So we've got a speed error. Right. I know it always defaults over there, but there's got the speed error somewhere. That's what there's a discontinuity there. So what we will do is we'll just clear that. Now we'll just look quickly at the plan. So it should. Oh my lord, that looks very complicated. I don't know why it's... But to be fair, we'll probably sort it out ourselves better. It should be direct sharper than direct. There we go, that's clean a little bit. So, let's go back to sim, that's all fine. How did I learn VATSIM, Alistair? So, lots of practice and lots of mistakes. So generally speaking, what I did, what I recommend for anyone to do, is to log on and listen to as an observer. So you can log on to VATSIM as an observer. When you connect it, you can click on as an observer and have a listen, is what I'd first recommend. Second thing is I'd make sure that you're fairly confident in flying whatever you're flying and know how to control it. You hear, I don't know if you were with us yesterday, but there was quite a few instances where someone says, I can't make it slow down. Don't get me wrong, we've all had them days where it just won't slow down, but yeah, so you need to make sure you can control your aircraft really. There is good guides out there. There is some good VATSIM guides. To be fair, if you check out our YouTube, we've done a couple of guides about requesting clearances, how you submit flight plans and all that sort of stuff as well. So we have done tutorials on that. But generally speaking, it's just a case of learning as you go along really. Like there's some things that controllers ask me, and like, so I did a flight out to Iceland not too long ago, and I didn't realise that that would go into the NATS airspace that goes across the Atlantic. So they were asking me for a CCAL code, and I was like, what are you on about, CCAL code? And they're like, well, what letter is it? And I'm like, I haven't got a CCAL code. And it turns out I should have done that as part of the flight plan, which I hadn't done. So going forward, that's something that we'll certainly look at. And because I wasn't going over the channel, I thought, well, I don't really need to worry about NAT tracks and stuff, but clearly I did. Yeah, so hopefully that answers that for you, Alistair. Hopefully we're going to have a reasonable landing. It's not really too horrendous. So we're going to enable automatic medium, so we don't forget that. Yeah, Terminators, mate. And we will definitely load this because we need to know where we're taxiing after landing. Obviously it doesn't have parking stands on there, but what we'll probably do is we'll get a tug to show us where we're going. No, it's been fairly steady amount of people on Twitch as well as on here, so much appreciated. TikTok seems to be the popular one. 10.1k likes. It's pretty good going, I'll take that. So again, a little bit cloudier. Sometimes as well, you can normally see the passengers. There you go. You got the copy door open. Oh, I've not even got the copy door open. You can still see the passengers. It's unusual. Normally you can't see them. So there we go. But yeah, hopefully that answers that for you. After, like I say, feel free to check out our YouTube. It's literally the same tag. I think the link's actually on TikTok anyway. And yeah, there's plenty of guides out there. London Controller also does some good guides as well. There's a YouTube channel. He also does TikToks as well. So a bit of weather up to our right hand side, nothing that we can worry about. So we'll probably try and aim to be at flight level 100 by Aldersea Island. A bit bad. Yeah, we'll try to be at 130. See how we go with that. So it's just basically a nice steady descent really. Because we are obviously on Unicom now, so if there's no ATC controllers, we get moved over to Unicom, which to be honest, you just descend when you want. But no, it's always pretty standard. How about the Mini? So this isn't the Mini FCU in EFIS, so this is the Wing EFIS and FCU. I have owned the Mini FCU, Mini Cop FCU previously. However, if I was going to make a suggestion, is I would go with the Wing one. One, you can basically get both parts for cheaper than one part of the Mini cockpit FCU. But no, it's really good. The Wing one, you can't fault it. The software works seamlessly. Literally, all you need to do is download the Sim App Pro, just let it run, and away you go. It's the same with everything, to be fair. Same with the MCU, the joystick, everything. It works seamlessly. And to be fair, they tend to do updates quite quickly. So when the Sim got updated, not the Sim, sorry, when the Fenix got updated, there was a couple of errors. and literally within 2 days they'd fixed it, which is pretty good. And I say, for the price and the quality, you can't really complain. Granted, I'm sure they're all 3D printed parts, but they still feel nice though. They have a nice feel. Yeah, no worries, buddy. Do you have any, Reese? Do you have any setup at all at the minute? Or? And if you're going to buy a joystick, definitely don't go with the Thrustmaster one. Definitely get the wing one. I think it is cheaper as well, and it's not bad. I love it. So below flight level 100 we need to reduce to 250 knots at least, but we'll see how we go with that. We'll get the cabin secure about flight level 140 roughly, get the seatbelt sign on. Hopefully we won't crash. Let's see. Got the Thrustmaster at the minute. Set up in the A320 off. iFly's a lot better. Fair enough. Yeah, I've never flown iFly, so I can't really comment on that. Yeah, the Thrustmaster, like, if you go, like, it's okay, it does the job, but when you go from having, so I literally had them side. I think I did a review actually on our channel. When you've got a side-by-side comparison. Oh my lord, there is so much difference. It's just the way, I can't really demonstrate because the aircraft will be off to one side, but when you let go, it's not like springy, it's very, very soft, and it's a dampened effect. And it makes, like, you wouldn't think that would make much of a difference with your flying, but it really does. You're not constantly fighting against a spring, it's kind of the other way around. But yeah, so we're not far until we start, well, until we're down. We've got 55 miles left to run. It's estimating our landing time to be 12:45, and on stand it's about 12:50. So pretty good, really. But yeah, so it's generally a couple of hours of flight. So if it's an hour flight, it's normally a couple of hours stream by the time you get yourself set up and sorted. That's why I never tend to put an end time on the stream settings. And then what will happen after that? After we land and we all disconnect from this, I'll then go back and get some clips of the landing. So we'll have a quick look to see if there's any other traffic. So there's a couple of aircraft. So there's an aircraft coming taxiing to the end. We've also got another aircraft that's going into Jersey. He's done a couple of circles there at the top. I suspect he was probably too high. Other than that, we shouldn't have any other aircraft causing us any issues. We probably do need to do some more flights in the 320 though. Oh, I've already been, to be fair, I've not been to a 320 sim centre, but I've been to, I actually know one of the pilots actually used to work there. He now works for Emirates, but Birmingham is a company. Yeah. Does I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's really, really good. It's on his own property. It's got 2 simulators, so it's getting a bit breezy. So then, let's secure the cabin. So we got the seatbelt sign on. Let's see if that's done that. Should have done. Yeah, that's cool. So we're going to passengers in the next screen as well. Oh, it's cloudy in places. So we'll continue our descent now, basically to try and be level. So down to 3,000. We'll probably bring our speed back to 50 knots as well. So we'll just double check everything is in the box for the approach. Our approach speed is 130, landing speed of 125. And they say the latest wind was 110 at 11 knots. So 11,000.
Fasten your seatbelt, close your seat table, put the armrest down, and open the window blinds.
Finish 1016.
Use the toilet. Please look at the safety card in your seat pockets. It contains important safety.
So we're going to bring a little bit of spoilers out. Just one
Leave all bags on board.
locks just to bring.
At EasyJet, we're committed to reducing our environmental impacts. We'll be asking you to place recyclable waste in a separate bag as we
So,
collect
landing lights on.
rubbish from you. Please don't leave any rubbish in your seat pockets or on the floor.
Track control speeds. 50 knots. Jets traffic EZ97 descending flight level 3035 miles on touchdown. The clouds are looking good today though. No. So I think a lot of people complain about the clouds, so I think they're pretty good, to be honest. So there's nothing showing on the weather radar. There's a little bit of weather over to the right side of us, but it shouldn't cause us any problems today, not like yesterday. If we get a little bit more of a visual of Guernsey as well. Not sure exactly where Guernsey is, let's have a look on there. So it's just off to the right side. So then, let's get ourselves prepared for landing. So, landing system active. EGPH 1016. We start bringing the speed down a touch, to be fair. Back to 30. One thing we can do, so we need to be at 2,000 for the intercept for the ILS, but what we can do. So, reduce our vertical speed to 1,100. We will go from there. So, there's a little bit more of this weather appearing now. It shouldn't cause us too much of an issue. We'll keep an eye on it. So we'll have a quick look on the map as well, see if we've got any other traffic that's going to cause any sort of conflict. Hopefully there shouldn't be. There is a light aircraft in the vicinity of the airfield at the moment. He is overhead Jersey, 1,100 feet. There's 2 aircraft on the ground. So we'll see how we go with that. There's another aircraft behind us. I don't think he's flying. So we've got a bit of weather coming in again. That's the only problem at the minute with the weather radar, because it's only a straight angle. You can't really see what's below you. So approach checklist, paragraph 1016, seatbelt on, the minimums of 471, auto brake medium, engine mode selector is normal. Here's some rain. So, I'm going to reduce our speed back now to 200 knots. We're going to bring flaps 1 out as well. ourselves more spoilers out. Just try and control that speed a little bit better. Just the wind's changed slightly in a different direction. May get a little bit bumpy in a second. So wish us luck getting ourselves down on the ground. There's a little bit more cloud on the approach path as well. So we're going to enable approach at AP1, AP2. So Cat 3G or AP1, AP2. Speed is coming down slowly. So we'll go lock star, glide stop star. So let's reduce the speed back to 160 knots to 4 dB. Just traffic EasyJet 10 miles from touchdown at ILS 08.
2,500.
Just a second. Get down. Flaps 2. Yeah, the weather. A bit wet. So not got a visual at the minute. Hopefully we'll get a visual in a second. I'll say there's a bit patch of cloud that's just in front of us. Flaps 3. So got a 20 knot headwind currently. Oh wow. It blows around a little bit. So we've got a bit of a crosswind at the minute. Let's see how we go. Just that bit of weather, I think. So Roman's in sight. What's for?
Jersey traffic, Blue Island, 71 Lima.
Landing checklist, go around altitude 3000. Come to advise, you can remember landing no blue.
West, Jersey traffic.
Jersey traffic EasyJet 5 miles from touchdown 08. So we've got a little bit of a dodgy weather over the airfield. So we've got 4 miles, so we go manage speed. Just wait for that speed to settle down and then we'll disconnect. So 110 knot headwind at the moment. We may need a couple of extra knots, but we'll see how we go. And your flight. Checked. What's a bit of light in there?
Above. 500. Minimum.
Continue.
400. 300.
Glide slow.
40. 30. 20. Retard.
First green, break medium, decent. Spoilers drop, plots drop. Just drop EZ97 vacated onto Foxtrot. So let's just slow ourselves down nicely with a little bit of a fun on it.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened.
After landing, radar predictive wind shear system is off.
Electronic devices can now be
Taxi
used.
lights on.
Have a look around you to make sure you take everything with you. Be careful when you open the lockers as items may have moved. Smoking is not allowed until you're in a smoking area. Thank you for flying with us today. We look forward to welcoming you aboard again soon.
Where should we go? I think we'll go around. We'll go with gate 12. Request to follow me as well. There he is. So then, just traffic EZ97 taxiing the gate on 2 by Echo Foundry, Alpha Joe, even. So we just need to keep an eye on this.
Flight 71 Lima, taxi to holding point runway 08. Sorry, I pushed the wrong direction. Now I start the taxi.
So I don't know if you saw that lightning strike as we were just coming in on our approach. Something I don't see very often. So I think stand 10 is pretty much all the way around the other side, but we'll just follow the car. The issue we're going to have here is just going to have to wait for this other aircraft just to move out of our way before we can go anywhere else. Problem is he won't understand that, so we'll just have to hold position here a minute. Okay, he has actually waited. Quite surprised by that. So we'll just hold position here a minute. Just wait for this other traffic to move. So thank you very much for joining us on today's short, well I say short, it wasn't that short flight. A little flight over to Jersey from Edinburgh. If you're new to the channel, feel free to give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow us on TikTok and also YouTube as well is a good one. And we are also on Twitch if you want to join us on there in the future. It's a little bit better viewing experience on Twitch than it pretty much is in TikTok, but obviously I know some people it's easier this way. Wasn't the best of landings, but we'll review that and we'll upload them to TikTok later on today and probably onto YouTube as well. I normally tend to do both. So yeah, we're just waiting for this other aircraft to depart in front and then we'll get ourselves going.
Jersey traffic, Blue Island 71 Lima, line up runway 08.
We could probably pull a little bit further forward, to be fair. Just hold position here a second, just wait for this. It's quite good that GeoTex recognises that's an issue. So just hold position here for a minute.
Blue Island 71 Lima, takeoff runway 08 via Fenix 5 Alpha departure.
There we go, off he goes. It's released. Start rolling. Just hope this doesn't break the follow me car, hopefully it's not. So it's pretty much around the other side of the airport where we're taxiing to. So we've been well over 2 minutes, so we can shut down both engines as required. Probably should get the AP running though. Time around that we can just go on to AP power. Let's get ourselves back on the centre line. Would be wonderful. So the British Airways will taxi off to the right hand side now, all being good. Then we will continue off to the left. So I'm going to guess it's roughly where them stairs are. Feel free to join my Discord if you want, Zeke. You can always join our Discord as well. You're well welcome, thank you for the comment. So we got stand number 10, 12? I don't know, probably 10. The stairs are on this other side. Follow the floor, you can't see. AP is available. Taxi lights. So it's indicated to the left, so I'll stand number 12 after them. So just slow ourselves down a touch more. Oh, miles off. Oh, too short. Parker rate set. AP is available. Engine master 1 and 2 off. Just wait for the engines to spool down and then we will get ourselves sorted. So just wait for ground power to be connected. Ground power is connected, wonderful. Just waiting for the stairs to be in situ. Get ourselves sorted. So, whilst that's happening, we'll just run through the parking checklist. It's off. If you can also go off now. So, parking checklist, parking brake or chocks are set, engines off, wing lights are off, and fuel pumps off, parking checklist complete. So, we'll just get rid of the window. So, hopefully everyone will start getting up in a second. So, yes, thank you very much, guys, for following us today. Much appreciated. We will pop the landing onto TikTok later on and YouTube and probably onto Twitch as well. But no, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, Zeke, if you want to do some flights together, mate, that's absolutely fine. Like I say, feel free to join my Discord. It's literally the same tag, so if you search that, you'll find it. Yeah, so thanks for joining us today. We are just waiting for passengers to disembark, which they probably already are, to be fair. We will hopefully see you again in another video. Thanks for joining us. It's been a nice flight, I think. We're going to have a walk around the outside briefly before we get off, can't we? Ooh. Throwing us out. So then, let's have a look what's going on here. So we got proper cargo containers coming off. Good old engines are working as they should do. Be nice if they could emulate some damage on these as well. So if you do have a bit of a dodgy landing, if you get damage, that'd be pretty good. But yeah, so thank you very much for joining us, guys. It's much appreciated. And we'll see you again hopefully in another video. Bye for now.